Australian Open day 3, and it's done. Right, we had an absolutely thrilling day of tennis. A lot of five-setters, and of course, some big names in play. Of course, some upsets. Well, you have to find out. But before we get into it, thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. We will also be doing multiple streams now going forward for the rest of Australian Open. 2 or 3 streams a day. Do keep an eye out. We did 2 today. Thank you to everyone who joined for the Osaka and Zverev stream. Good to have you on. And yeah, click the notification bell as well to get to all the new videos. Right, let's get into this. Monfils versus Bublik. Monfils absolutely blitzing Bublik. I said Bublik might be a banana skin. Well, Monfils was like, no, he's not. What are you talking about? Breadstick, bagel, 6-4. Easy as you like. Zverev versus Millman. Obviously did the watch along for that. Zverev is clearly, alongside Medvedev, one of the favourites for the tournament. He definitely didn't play his best tennis, but he played well enough to maneuver out of any difficult situations. There was a moment where he had a couple of jitters. He ended up serving, I think it was 2 double faults in a game in a row. It ended up serving, I think, 6 in the whole match, which isn't terrible. Overall, though, served well, 78%. I think 78% of serves in terms of points won as well. It was around that mark, if not more, on percentage points won behind the first serve. And the forehand at times looked a little bit awkward, but it can at times with him. But overall, he found form in that final set, bageling Millman, who's definitely game. Really impressive performance in that third set. He'll be looking to take that going forward, that type of form, rather than what he had in the first 2 sets. But look, it's early in the tournament, so there's definitely time for him to keep coming good. And I guess finding that type of form, that Grand Slam winning form, which, you know, he's up there. Khachanov versus McDonald, again, said this could be a upset just because Karatsev played a lot of tennis. Obviously played Sydney last week, and then also played a 5-setter in the first round as well against Munal. McDonald is a game opponent as well, and took the first set to prove that. But then Karatsev came through in 4 sets. Khachanov bageling Bonzi on the way to his victory in 3 sets, 6-4, 6-love, 7-5. He will face Rafael Nadal in the next round, so keep an eye out for that. That will be a very interesting match. Hurkacz versus Mannarino, a big upset here, the number 10 seed. And these courts you would expect to favour someone like Hurkacz. Didn't cash in, though, unfortunately. Mannarino came through in straight sets against him. Upset nonetheless. Albot versus Vukic, straight set win for Albot, good win for him. Garin, 5-set thrill against Martinez. He won that in 5. And yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. He'll be facing Monfils in the next round. Alcaraz beat Lejovic in straight sets. Good win for the youngster. He marches on. Let's see how he goes. Kozlov versus Berrettini. Berrettini again dropping a set, but managing to win in the end in 4. Let's see how far he can go. These courts again should definitely favor his type of hitting on his forehand and also his serve. Nadal got it done in straight sets against Hanfmann. Good win for Rafa. He, as I said, will be facing Khachanov over the next round. It's a tough third round, and it doesn't get any easier if he gets through him as well. So, yeah, let's see how he goes. But a good win over Hanfmann. And then look at this. Shapovalov and Korda doing it the hard way. Shapovalov, first of all, coming through in 5 sets against Kwon. And then Korda had to come from 2 sets to 1 down to go on to win in a championship tiebreak to beat Mute. So that's a very close one. Pelker versus Kepha, very interesting there. Pelker getting through that. He's progressing through. Let's see how he does, but good win for him. PCB had to do it really hard against Grykspor, who's had a good tournament so far. One against Fognini, I think, in the first round, wasn't it? Which is a good win. And then beat PCB, nearly beat PCB here. Good win in the end, but that will take a lot out of him, you'd imagine. Kekmanovic versus Paul, good win for Kekmanovic. And then Sonego, even against Otta, winning in 4. That's a good win for Sonego. Let's go on to the women's, then we're going to preview some of the matches tomorrow, which I tell you what, there are some unbelievable matches tomorrow, so stay tuned. Sakari versus Zheng, good win for Sakari, a breadstick in there, 6-1, 6-4. Naomi Osaka absolutely blew away Madison Brengle in the first round, bageling her. Thank you to everyone who tuned in for that. And then Brengle just stepped up, hit a couple of fantastic backhand winners. She has a fire backhand. The forehand is definitely lacking, but the backhand, she ran around one of her forehands, hit into out backhand. It was unbelievable. One of the best shots of the day, genuinely. Yeah, you can tell she's got some strengths and weaknesses like most of the WTA players, but Osaka is just a level above, and she showed that. She marches on, and she's coming towards that fourth round collision against Ash Barty, which looks likely if, well, all they have to do, both players, is win their next round match. Krajcikova beat Wang 6-2, 6-3 in straights. Kudermetova beat Rus in straights. Bencic, a big upset there. She did have a little bit of an injury, but Anisimova, the big hitting American, won 6-2, 7-5. And Wang came through in 3 against Van Uytvanck. Parizes Diaz Zanaska got a walkover, and Ostapenko came through against Risk in 3 sets. A good win for Ostapenko. Let's see what she can do at this tournament. Pagula beat Pera, even in straight sets. Good tight win for her. Madison Keys as well marches on 6-2, 7-5. Ash Barty, 2 breadsticks to deal. I think she's only lost 3 games. I could be wrong in this whole tournament so far. It's only been 2 rounds, but again, as I said, on a collision course towards Osaka in that 4th round. Badosa bageling Trevisan in the first set and then winning the second 6-3. So a straight set win and comfortable win for the Spaniard. Azarenka coming through Teichmann really easily. I thought it might be a bit tougher, but it wasn't. She likes these fast courts, and she got through in straight sets. Georgie versus Martinkova, good win for Georgie in straight sets. And Kostyuk, I said she'd cause the upset against Ribas Tormo, and she did. Look at that, 7-6, 6-3. And her fellow Ukrainian, Svitolina, or Monfils, beat Tan 6-3, 5-7, 5-1. Got a walkover, so obviously a slight injury there. Right, let's get into the matches for tomorrow, because I cannot wait to go through these. Right, let's go. Gombos versus Cilic. I'm going to go through them and quickly just give my predictions. So Gombos, Cilic, Rublev, Berankis, Rublev, Cressy, Matchak, Cressy, Schwartzman, O'Connell, Schwartzman, Andahar, Molkan, Andahar, Evans, Ridderneck. That's a really tight one. Evans, TFO, Fritz. What a match that is. I'm going to go Fritz. Tsitsipas, Bays. I'm going to go Tsitsipas. Dimitrov, Pair. I'm going to go Dimitrov. FA against ADF. I'm going to go FA. RBA versus Cole Schreiber. I'm going to go. That's a tough one. RBA. Alex de Minaur against Matrak. I'm going to go ADM. Gasquet versus Van der Zandt Schlupp. That's a very interesting one. I'm going to go Van der Zandt Schlupp. I think he's going to do the business. Murray versus Daniel. Here we go. We come to the really interesting ones. Murray versus Daniel. Murray. Kyrgios versus Medvedev. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you very much, tennis, and thank you very much, Australian Open. We will be doing a live stream of this match. Kyrgios versus Medvedev. It's so hard to go against Medvedev. It's just so hard. But Kyrgios didn't have to play that long in the first round. Just thinking, does he have the weapons? I mean, he does if he just pieces it all together. But Medvedev's such an elite returner. I'm going to go... Man, I'm going to go Kyrgios. Why not? I just put it out there. It's so left field. Medvedev's a huge favourite, but I'm going to go Kyrgios. Why not? Sinner Johnson, I'm going to go Sinner. Right, let's go on to the women's side quickly because I want to try and keep this short and sweet. Cornet versus Muguruza, that's a good matchup. I'm going to go Muguruza. Kontaveit versus Tolson, that's a really hard matchup for Kontaveit for a second round. Tolson's a really exciting youngster, but I'm going to go Kontaveit. Collins, Conjo, I'm going to go Collins. Swiatek versus Peterson. Again, that's not an easy one for Swiatek, but I'm going to go Swiatek. Vondrousova versus Samsonova. I'm going to go Samsonova to cause the upset. Baptiste versus Inglis. I'm going to go Inglis. Wang versus Sabalenka. This is not an easy match for Sabalenka. Wang's been playing really well. I'm going to go Sabalenka. Cersei versus Kuchova. Cersei. Don't back against Cersei. Mertens versus Begu. Mertens. Stoza versus Pavlyuchenkova. I'm actually going to go Stoza. Linette versus Kazatkina. I'm going to go Kazatkina. Zidansek versus Watson. I would love to say Watson, but I think it's going to be Zidansek. Kanepi versus Buzkova. I'm going to go Kanepi. Zhang versus Rybakina. Kovanic versus Raducanu, and Halep, Haddad, Maya, Halep. And if Halep and Raducanu both win, they'll play each other in the third round, which will be a very, very tough match for Raducanu. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. We will be having, of course, the live streams for the, as I said, multiple live streams each day now going forward until next Sunday. And on top of that, we do have a catch up with Gil Gross to just talk about Australian Open and what's been going on. So do keep an eye out for that as well. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very